Welcome to this second part of the Akizuki build 1 to 200 scale model from Nichimo. Some progress has been done since the first part. Mainly the hull has been fixed. There were some issues on the hull. I also added the deck, and well, I can show you the progress so far. So if we cut to the parts, I will show you how we are done. So this is basically status as it is now. I've painted the hull with hull red, and also the first layer. I also, if you can see it, I also added, I scratched away the original portholes and added new portholes on all the sides, both in front and in the back. I started painting the deck, the part that has the special linoleum, I think it is, and the white lines or the yellow lines. But I need to go over this again because I had some overspray when I painted the hull the first time with gray. So my bad, I did not cover it good enough, but that's one step forward and one step back. Moving on, I will just put this back on this pedestal. The rest of the parts I've added, put the first color on it just to see the parts where I needed to. I'll just see if I can cut down here. So added the first layer. Also added portholes on all the holes here. Added some ladders. Well, I'm not sure if you can see it. Here we go. On all the parts where the original ladders were molded into the plastic, so they have been cut off and added here. And all the white parts are the places where I saw that there was a little bit residue of glue or whatever, putty and so forth. And that, of course, will later be added here. So the next part that is almost done is the main bridge, also with new portholes and ladders where they are supposed to go. Let's see if I can zoom in a little bit better. So also, of course, ladders on the side. And the next thing that I'm going to start with is adding all the different instruments that is on top of the bridge. The parts that comes with the set itself is it has poor details. So but as long as the details are, well, I just wanted to have more details. I tried to find a like the observation. This is the observation equipment, like the different binoculars and all that kind of stuff, like the target designator, sky lookout, Polaris, binnacle compass, and those parts. So I'm going to. So I chose not. I'm not going to use the original parts here, because the parts are so small. They will not stand out that much, but I will. So I've chosen to. I'm going to use the U.S. Navy observation equipment from veteran models, just because they give. I know it's the wrong ones, but I'm going to use some of the parts and put them on just to get the better details. It's not correct, but it's better than the original parts. And of course, that is then going to be added at a later stage here. And then we have the engine, or the funnel. Again, same, added portholes, added ladders. I also added the missing railings all around, both here, here, up here, and also I added a mesh here, because the original parts was closed with just some indication of it, and also the railing on the top here. Added the some of the funnels, some of the stacks, so it's about like 80% done. So, and that is going to be added approximately here. Just need to find like this. And the next part that is almost done is the anti-air position. I opted for adding how do you call it, some protection. In the original kit, this was just flat, but I felt that was not correct, or didn't look good, so I just added this. And I think on the later models of the Akizuki, these were added, the walls, I guess, for the anti-air. The anti-air itself is also not very good detailed. I'll see if I can find the AA guns, if they are available on one of the sprues. Oh, yeah, here they are. I'm gonna take it out of the book. So yeah, here we are. These were the original parts that was supposed to come on top of the funnel. So by adding this, I feel it's a little bit more representable regarding the funnel or the chimney. So the anti-air that came with the kit are these ones, and two Type 96 25mm twin AA guns. Not very detailed. Luckily, veteran model do have these with more details, and I felt like the AA guns needed more details, so I opted for buying these, and they will then be built and added on the sides here. Really nice little little kits. So we're gonna go through them afterwards, and they are supposed to be added here. You can see it will be approximately like this. The next thing that I managed to finish off are the main guns, and from the kit, they were not very detailed, so I've added the portholes that you could see on the main guns. I also added the railings around. Again, it's not very easy to see, but and they're not 100% correct, but it gives you, at least I feel, it gives you a better representation of the guns, which were like on the original model. Also, these are metal barrels. Those are 130 millimeter metal barrels from another kit, a 1 to 350 scale. I think it's Zara, which basically were identical to the plastic ones. So I think they're 1 millimeter longer or something like that. So they work perfectly. So all four of the guns are ready. So what I did here on these, I first drew two lines on both sides with a ruler. Basically mounted these so they stood, and then I basically found something to level my marker, and I just drew the lines around. After that, I basically started drilling with my little trusty driller, which was bought on Wish. Works via USB power, and basically started drilling. Then I took I think it's a 1 millimeter plastic rod, stuck plastic rod parts in all of the holes, and then took my god hand and started cutting it around. Then I took the same rod and started gluing them with super glue, aligning them on the small studs that was attached to the gun itself. And after I think I used about like two hours on one, so basically 2, 4, 6, 8 hours with this. So and of course this destroyer had two guns in the front. This was an anti-air ship, so that's why they had two rapid fire guns, and also two guns in the back. So the last thing that has been done is the torpedo battery. 4 torpedoes, fast shooting or fast running. I was contemplating maybe digging out this part and adding a tube and adding the torpedoes and whatnot into it, but I chose not to, because that's not the main. I don't think it's the main thing that people want to, or that's, I hope that's not going to be the focus. So when it's added onto the ship, I think it's going to be pretty okay. So ladders both sides, and then the railing around. basically making the torpedo battery a little bit more so-called busy. So when we add that here, now we're starting to finally seeing the little model coming together. See, like this. But it's going to be fun to see if they it fits here almost. Maybe I need to move this a little bit because this is too tight, so maybe I need to move it a little bit forward just to have the possibility to move this apart around a couple of 1 millimeter or something like that. So that's how it looks now. Oh yeah, last part. Antenna on the first antenna. This one is supposed to be mounted up at the around in. So this is the bridge, and this platform here needs to be intertwined in between the mast itself, and that's a little. It's hard to get it into place, so I'm not going to do that now. But mast is ready, and lastly, propellers. So that is as far as I've come now. What I wanted to do is just show you the details of the anti-air guns. So if you want to cut down here, I'll show you the anti-air. Veteran model, I can't praise them enough. The models that they are making are truly impressive, highly detailed, maybe too detailed, but there is 3 pieces of photo etch with the different metal parts. As you can see from the kit itself, you have the one with the protection and the ones without the protection. I assume, I'm not sure yet, but I think I want to build it with the protection for the plates in front of the gunner. So yeah, let's see. Let's go back and look at the so these are the 4 8 metal guns, and the details I'm going to show you. I hope that most of the parts are not broken. I'm not sure if, let's see if I can zoom in a little bit more. Here we go. This is the top part where you can see the ammunition boxes. Two of those have different small parts. I don't know the name of them, but they're really small. These are the bases, I guess, the mounts for the guns itself. But the details are really good. You can also see that they come with a base. There is already a base on the gun itself, or the model itself, so maybe I will just use them and put them on top. And the next I wanted to show you is the oh, I can see that the GoPro is gone. Let's take that away. So Navy observation equipment set. There's a lot. The details are exquisite, and of course you also have photo etch. Here you have the this is the MK57 gun director. I'm not going to use that. We have the open and closed Polaris. Basically the what do you call it? The I don't have the word for it. Sorry. English isn't my first language. And we also have the binnacle compass. So I guess Polaris is the measuring, or like you look through the two rods, look through it and see the elevation or something like that. I need to check that out. But we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 parts, with some more parts around here. So yeah, I guess this is part of the sky lookout. This part here, this is part of the sky lookout. Tiny parts, but I think that using the right parts will at least give some added details on the boat or the ship where I want it to have some more details. But again, I'm not a good scratch builder, and the parts that I feel is necessary to be added, I think I've added those. Of course, there will be railings around it. I have some generic 1 to 200 scale Japanese railings that I will add around here. But the second job now is to start adding all the different small parts that is on the deck. I just need to go over the deck here, the linoleum color, and touch up the parts where I have some overspray. And then I will start going through and add the parts that is necessary to get the ship ready for painting, I guess. So so that's basically the status of how far the Akizuki has come. I must say the most challenging part up until now was building these, or adding the details on the railings on the guns, the main guns, the torpedoes, and the chimney, around the chimney. but I think the added details there will make the kit look a little bit better than not adding them. And for me, this was the first. I know now how much work it is. If any one of you have the latest Yamato sets in the extra detailing of the Yamato that is available, which costs a fortune, they have made the photo etch for these guns because these are part of the secondary guns on the Yamato, and of course the details on the photo etch is much more detailed and also, I guess, thinner. But looking at the details on this now and how it looks, I think it will add exactly what the at least the main guns, or the main guns needs to be a little bit more detailed than they were without this part. So again, this is the status. I think that as I said, now I'm going to start. I need to address the overspray, and then I will start adding. Of course, I will also paint the ship in its Imperial Japanese Navy's color that this ship was that this ship had when it came from the shipbuilder, which was the Kure shipbuilder. And of course, Kure Shipbuilding Company, they had some. This is the Sasebo. This is the XF-77. So this is the wrong color, and this is the XF-75 IJN Gray Kure. So this is the one. So if I just so Tamiya have at least the Sasebo arsenal and the Kure colors. So the Kure colors is the color that this ship had. But also, Mr. Color also have some series of colors, and I basically bought all of the colors. So this is the linoleum color. This is the IJN hull color for Kure 601. Linoleum color 606. This is the Sasebo color 602, and of course the last one, this is the hull color from the Maizuru arsenal. I just need to figure out which color that I will use, but as you can see, the difference in the color is not great. I'm not sure if you can see it, but there is some difference. So this is the lightest one, this is the middle color, this is the Kure color, and this is the Sasebo color. If I want to do some highlighting on the ship, I guess, like on the top, and maybe have the original color here, I will use the Kure color as a base coat, and then I will maybe use my Suru color as a shading color. I'm not sure yet what I'm going to do, but that's just basically a little thing that I have in my head. Maybe I will try to do it. So that's basically it, and it's going to be fun to see how the Mr. Hobby colors are working in my airbrush, because I have not used them that very much. I basically use the AK colors and of course Tamiya colors as the basis of all my builds. I know the color, I know what kind of pressure I need on the compressor and so forth. But so yeah, that's basically it. Oh, GoPro is dead again. Sorry. So that's it. Wish me luck for the next part. Hopefully in part 3 you will see the deck all done. Base color has been added. All the black parts have their color, and maybe also a second lighter color on those parts that like basically top down, just to change the color a little bit. I need to see if I want to do something on the side of the hull, imitate some hull plating or something, or if I'm just going to leave that as is. Not sure yet. So yeah, that's basically it. For those of you who took the time to follow me on part 1, hope you enjoyed part 2, and I see you guys in part 3 hopefully.